It's the NFL on EA Sports, and everyone's eyes goes to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Colts on
It's the
EA
National
Sports.
Football League, presented by EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Colts heading out for the first time behind their 22-year-old quarterback in his second season now in the NFL, Anthony Richardson.
And we're talking about an uber-talented young quarterback, finally healthy after suffering a setback a season ago. Obviously, you'd love to have him on the field, but the time away may have been a blessing in disguise in terms of long-term development. And if you ask anyone around the Indianapolis camp, make no mistake about it, they have lofty expectations of this young man, and he is a big, big player in the Colts' future.
Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Richardson looking to throw this. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Shifts by him. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 3rd down and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And for a 2nd straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Here's Richardson to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Richardson off the play fake. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Play action. Now Richardson. Now this taken in by Downs. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now it's Richardson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Warren. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Richardson. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw here. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
The throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gibbs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, second and goal. Gibbs again. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Dances by him. This one, he stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now Richardson back to throw it. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Richardson looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Mancovers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Touchdown, Colts! Josh Downs, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season. And if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he goes out right around the 39. 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kwity Paye. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Dancing to his left. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Colts coming out now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Off play action. Richardson got his man. It's Warren. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to the air with Richardson. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. They'll look to throw here. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Richardson looking to throw this. A short throw pulled in by Woods. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Richardson working from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up first and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tied football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the tight end, Laporta. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here now, third and a yard.
5 yards on the play.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson ready for this next possession. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That is caught by Laporta. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Back to throw again. That is caught, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 41-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with Gibbs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Richardson off the play fake. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're going to look to throw. This to Laporta, right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Lions take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Richardson to throw off play action. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Richardson. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Richardson looking to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 15-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Taylor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Taylor again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2nd and 2. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Laporta.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle and taken in by Laporta.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's the pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Richardson to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Richardson looking to throw this. He finds his man. Complete. It's Warren. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This pass left side to Downs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Yeah, Richardson yet again.
And his throw is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Richardson. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Now it's Richardson.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they get win number 10 on the year.